name is Marilyn. I go to Landmark High School located in Chelsea.
My name is Marcelo. I go to Landmark High School, junior, and that's in Chelsea.
I'm Nash.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Yavi.
I'm Theodore.
And we are from the South Academy.
When I grow up, and I'll be like a young adult, well, I'm one now, but when I be older, I'll have to look out for myself. That won't also mean that I'll have to look out for others too, but mostly I'll be independent. Right now, I got people in my life that need help, and I'll have those people to help out later on, but for now, I have a lot of people to help out. So, having those people, I guess, is the 5 pound away from me.
What's your name?
Marcelo,
Where do you live, Marcelo?
I live in East Harlem.
East Harlem. It's all Harlem. It's no north south. It's Harlem. I
Athletic scholarship to go to Duke. That was at a time where Duke was just beginning to be a power. And my father, who never graduated from high school, said to me, you know, I think you ought to go to Europe. What? A trip to Europe? Huh? So I went on a 6-week trip to Europe. It was 13 women and me. And all I was interested was playing. So we'd get into Milano, I'd find some playground to play. We'd get into London, I'd go to the Y and we'd play. I'd play. Whoever was there, if not, I'd just shoot. Because that's all I was interested in. And as I was traveling around with these 13 women, you have conversation in buses. And, so where are you going to go to school? I'm going to Duke. Well, could you have gone anywhere else? I could have gone to Princeton or Yale. He said, wait a minute, you're going to Duke and you could have gone to Princeton? Well, it's because of basketball. Well, we don't understand basketball. 13 women, right? So I came back from that trip and I played baseball, broke my foot. And whenever you're injured, you contemplate the world without the sport. So I contemplated the world without the sport, but if I never played again, well, where would I want to go to school then? So I said, well, I think I'd rather go to Princeton. And so the Duke freshman class was going to be on a Wednesday, the Princeton freshman class on a Friday, on a Monday. Friday night I came home from the date, waked my parents up, told them I want to go to Princeton. They called an alumnus. I was on a plane. Got to Princeton Sunday night about 10 o'clock, slept in a bed with no sheets, and Monday morning I was in the class of 1965 at Princeton. So that's that story. It's, a lot of chance along there. And life has its turns. And for me, that was a change that made all the difference in the world. I've been in a totally different life, different experience if I'd gone to Duke. I've been playing. We'd have probably been in the NCAA finals. You don't know their names, but there were a lot of players on the team who also had ability. And but I went to Princeton that didn't have any players, so I had to recruit them. And so I started recruiting. And by the time we were a senior, we went to the Final Four, lost to Michigan in the semis. And we had a pretty good year. And that's how life goes. But you always have to be ready for whatever comes, and then you got to make a decision.
Opportunity, success bound to happen. All those years that I trained, even though I was doing this, but when I got to that opportunity, I was ready for it. And all of you all are going to probably be in that situation. And you'll never know when it's going to happen. But are you prepared for it? That's what you have to ask yourself. Are you preparing for it every single day? Whatever that dream, whatever that goal that you have in life, are you preparing for it every single day? I prepared for that opportunity at 7 years old. Senator Bradley prepared for that opportunity every single day. You heard his workout story every single day. Are you ready for it? That's the question, the big question you have to ask yourself. And you being here, you all being here, telling me Y'all preparing for it. And it's gonna happen.
My name is Amy Lee Flower. I am the DRBF Youth Empowerment and Leadership Director, and I work with students one-on-one through our mentorship program, teaching them the skills on how to navigate stress, take care of themselves, to dream big, and to lead boldly. And I do what I do because I didn't have anybody when I was a teenager navigating real-life issues, and so to grow up and learn the research behind why mindfulness works, and then to bring it forward for the youth around test anxiety, self-image, self-love. I just think it's the greatest thing in the world.
Hi, my name is Lauren Camiolo, and I'm the school social worker at Landmark High School. Today was such a beautiful day. We were able to hold space and create a beautiful environment for our scholars, encouraging them to chase their dreams and focus on their education. I'm so thankful to be a part of this foundation and Dr. Dick Barnett for creating the space so that we can encourage our children to dream and achieve their goals.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Sullivan. I go to Landmark High School, and something that I took from today was even like if you get taken out of a spot that you work for and deserve for maybe somebody that's putting a little more work than you are, that to always keep trying to strive and achieve for more, and eventually you'll get to that spot. You just got to work harder and put more dedication and more time into your craft, and then you could succeed in where you want to be at.
All right, my name is Lawrence, and I'm currently a child from the Bronx. Growing up in the Bronx for the past 5 years. I go to school in Manhattan, and this conversation today pretty much made a huge impact on me. John Starks, Bill Bradley, legends, and just them explaining and like telling their stories and giving me confidence that I can achieve anything, and them talking about them hardships and what they had to go through. The process it's not easy, but you got to persevere, and each day you got to just take it day by day and to work towards your goal. And that really hit me. And John Starks, he and Bill Bradley, they practiced every day, and they did some crazy workouts, and that's why they got to where they are today, and that's why they were so good at what they did. So, and I'm just working on building great habits and working hard and really trying to push myself. And so I feel like they really showed me how to do that, and kind of made like a general like way of kind of like how I can better improve and like push myself to work better, and therefore reach my goal eventually and later down. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Alexis, and I'm from Jersey. I go to school at Riverdale Country School in the Bronx. Events like this, coming from the Dr. Richard Barnett Foundation today, really mean a lot to me, because I was just talking to Steve earlier about how many new things I learned, but also how many old strategies and how much old information I get to hear, that really I get to bring it together in an environment that makes it so that it sticks really, really well in my brain. One of the things that I took away today that I thought was the coolest was understanding that everybody goes through setbacks. So whether you're down for a day or even a year, especially living where we live and getting to be around people and places and groups like the foundation really makes it so that opportunities do keep coming. And so what this has reminded me is even when things do get worse, even when I'm not exactly happy with how my life is going, I know that opportunities will come, and when those opportunities do come, that I'm going to stay ready so that I can take them.
Hi, I'm Najee, and I'm from the Bronx, and I go to Urban Assembly Maker Academy. And something that I learned from today is to just keep going and keep going at it, work hard, and as long as you have motivation, you're gonna make it. And that's one thing that the Dr. Richard Barnett Foundation has taught me this whole way through, that if you keep going, you're gonna get great opportunities and achieve great things.